In a time of intense internal conflict, roughly 2.5 millennia ago, there arose a Chinese military leader, strategist, and thinker. His name was Sun Tzu. Following the successful defense of the Wu state against its western neighbor, Chu, a text initially known as Master Sun's military methods emerged, eventually becoming known as the Art of War. This treatise on warfare, The Art of War, is the most impactful ever composed, comprising 13 sections, each focused on a distinct aspect of military engagement. For millennia, it has influenced the conduct of conflicts, from Japanese samurai to the Napoleonic Wars. Beyond its impact on military leaders and generals globally, the book has profoundly affected politics, athletics, and commerce even now. The Art of War holds significant importance for the nation. It represents a critical juncture between survival and demise, a path leading to either security or devastation. Consequently, it is a subject of inquiry that must be thoroughly explored. Sun Tzu advocates a comprehensive approach, asserting that adherence to its principles and diligent study will ensure triumph. Sun Tzu advises evading formidable adversaries while targeting vulnerable ones. He firmly believed that achieving victory with minimal unnecessary conflict is paramount. Achieving supreme excellence lies in subduing the adversary's resolve without direct combat, and the crucial element for accomplishing this is a comprehensive understanding of the enemy. When encountering an arrogant adversary, feign weakness to induce underestimation. Should they be at ease, launch an attack and deny them respite. If their forces are unified, disrupt their cohesion. In essence, Sun Tzu posits that an understanding of the opponent's vulnerabilities and their exploitation guarantees perpetual success. Thus, at daybreak, the seemingly outmatched Athenians initiate an unexpected assault. They strike the weary Persian forces as they disembark their ships, still unsteady after a month at sea. They attack before the Persians can establish their base camp and properly provision their troops. Sun Tzu asserts that understanding both the adversary and oneself eliminates the apprehension of facing 100 battles. During the mid-1960s, a conflict unfolded between the communist North Vietnamese and the United States. Instead of direct confrontation with the Americans, the Viet Cong adopted an alternative approach. They employed unconventional guerrilla warfare strategies, including rapid engagement and withdrawal tactics. This proved remarkably effective against the significantly larger American military. Prioritizing strategic thinking over brute force is crucial. The Viet Cong forces, lacking the manpower and firepower of the Americans, utilized guerrilla tactics to inflict substantial damage while minimizing their own losses. Their intimate knowledge of the terrain was unparalleled. This included an extensive network of subterranean tunnels, enabling them to elude aerial bombardment and evade the enemy. Furthermore, the terrain was replete with various booby traps and landmines. Despite being significantly outgunned by the American superpower, the Viet Cong and North Vietnamese forces were able to achieve victory by thoroughly embracing Sun Tzu's philosophy. The basis of all warfare lies in deception. Therefore, when capable of attacking, we must project an image of incapability. While deploying our forces, we should create the illusion of inactivity. When nearby, we must lead the enemy to believe we are distant, and vice versa. This principle is evident in the World War II invasion of Normandy, known as D-Day. The British established several fictitious troop units stationed in Scotland, ostensibly preparing to invade Europe through its northern regions, particularly Scandinavia. They then employed various disinformation techniques to convince Hitler that 350,000 of these troops were poised to attack. Radio communications in Scotland surged with discussions of these troops preparing for a seaborne assault, many of which were deliberately made easily intercepted. Allied spies who had successfully infiltrated German intelligence corroborated these developments, reinforcing their credibility. These spies also provided photographs of aircraft and armored vehicles arranged to simulate an invasion force, though in many instances, these were inflatable decoys. Consequently, numerous German divisions were diverted to non-existent locations, awaiting the arrival of an imaginary army, while pivotal battles unfolded elsewhere. This strategy of fragmenting enemy forces was further implemented during D-Day itself. Soviet forces engaged approximately 1 million German troops on the Eastern Front, while the Allied invasion transpired on the Western Front. This tactic of dividing the enemy is a fundamental principle of Sun Tzu's teachings and enabled the Allies to secure victory, ultimately winning the war. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe and leave a comment suggesting topics for future videos.